can I help you?
I want to talk to you. This is Zelda. I want to show you something.
I'm sorry, I can't come to the door right now.
Get out your neighborhood bylaws. It's section 5.20. No signs shall be in the yards. If you don't take this Harris Biden shit down, I will sue you.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and as Zelda, with her neon-colored attire and a demeanor sharper than a pack of menthol cigarettes, stormed onto her neighbor's porch, she brandished a copy of the Homeowners Association bylaws like a weapon, ready to enforce 5.20 with zealous fervor.
I was going to have you sell my house, but that's not going to happen now, and you're going to lose a lot of business because of this crap.
But it wasn't the mundane rules that fueled her fury. It was the Biden-Harris sign innocently displayed in the front yard.
You get out your neighborhood association bylaws, section 5.20.
The unsuspecting neighbor just minded their own business, suddenly found themselves thrust into a surreal encounter with the embodiment of the Homeowners Association tyranny. As Zelda unleashed a torrent of vitriol, quoting bylaws like scripture at a tent revival, it was clear that sanity had taken a holiday from her side of the fence.
If you don't take this Harris Biden shit down, I will sue you.
It was a scene that would be etched into the neighborhood's memory for years to come. A cautionary tale of the perils of living under the watchful eye of the Homeowners Association Karen named Zelda. Amid the chaos stirred by Zelda's fanaticism emerges a different narrative, one of introspective and change. A registered Republican who once cast a vote for Trump in 2016 now stands apart from the fervent ranks, disillusioned and regretful.
I voted for Nikki Haley because I was voting against Donald Trump.
And what propelled you to get to this point?
I'm 74 years old. I've lived in a constitutional democracy all my life. I want to remain that way, and I want my grandchildren to grow up in one. Not a dictatorship.
Like many, she was initially swayed by his bombastic promises, only to confront the harsh reality of his leadership. Her awakening, rooted in a family history of fighting fascism, underscores the dangers of blindly following a charismatic figure.
Have you voted Trump in the past? Was it something where you voted for him, you trusted him, and you were disappointed?
Yes, I voted for him in 2016. I am a registered Republican, and I regretted that vote almost immediately. Especially on his trip to Europe, where he insulted our allies and praised Putin.
And then in 2020, was that enough for you to change your vote to Joe Biden?
Yes, absolutely.
Why did you feel the need to cross party lines?
Because I want the world to be a safe place. I believe in a strong NATO. My father fought in World War II to defeat fascism, and I want it to remain defeated.
While Zelda embodies the fervor of Trump's unwavering supporters, there exists a growing faction of Republicans who have peeled away from his grip. These individuals, once ensnared by his simplistic rhetoric, now reject the cult-like allure of his persona. Their departure signals a shift within the Republican base. In the stark difference between Zelda's outrageous behavior and the other lady, we witness the power dynamics at play within Trump's circle of influence. His ability to manipulate the masses contrasts sharply with the sobering realizations of those who have broken free from his spell. As the divide widens, their stories serve as cautionary tales, illuminating the dangers of unchecked devotion to a single individual. Meet Pam Hemphill, a grandmother and cancer survivor who found herself caught in the events of January the 6th.
The January 6th Capitol insurrection. Mother and grandmother Pam Hemphill, who had recently been diagnosed with breast cancer, was there. She had long enjoyed taking video of political events and told police at the Capitol she was a citizen journalist. But she also believed former President Donald Trump's false claims that he won the election.
Despite her participation in the insurrection, Pam's life was saved by Capitol Police after she was trampled during the chaos. Even after facing arrest and imprisonment, Pam remained steadfast in her support of Donald Trump, clinging to the hope that she was on the right side. However, Pam's loyalty to Trump began to waver when he callously used her suffering to further his own agenda.
So when you heard the former president say that he would consider pardoning some J6ers, it changed your mind?
Absolutely, 100%.
And what did you then think of Donald Trump?
That's it. He's just a master manipulator. He doesn't believe anything. He just thinks he's smart enough to pull the wool over you But there's people like me waking up.
And do you feel the former president's responsible for that?
Absolutely. He's the king of that gaslighting. It's a cult.
His careless mention of her in an attack on Hunter Biden made her question her allegiance. This marked the beginning of Pam's journey towards breaking free from the cycle of dysfunctional thinking. Acknowledging the possibility of being wrong and taking honest inventory of her beliefs led Pam to realize the extent to which she had been manipulated. Her experiences serve as an inspiration to others trapped by their own beliefs and desires. Pam's awakening reminds us that it's never too late to turn our lives around and make amends. 2 years after her arrest, Pam reflects on her experience and the grip Trump's rhetoric had on her. Despite facing prison time and hardships, it wasn't until recently that she came to terms with the reality of her involvement in a cult-like following. Refusing to be labeled as a victim by others, Pam acknowledges her guilt and the choices she made. Her story serves as a reminder that while some may never learn, there is always hope for change and redemption. In a neighborhood marked by contrasting views, the choice of who one would rather have as a neighbor is clear. In a community striving for harmony, Pam's willingness to learn and challenge her beliefs makes her the ideal choice. Zelda can go pound sand, and that is an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.